definitely was a good call by the officials. As Sessions is throwing it up there for the purpose of Andrew to throw it down, it just gets too close to the rim. It touches the rim before Andrew gets the ball, and then Andrew stuffs it through. So that's a good call by the official. Just a little off the mark on the pass by Ramon Sessions.
Andrew Bynum, tough start from the field, just 1 for 4. Is 3 for 4 from the free throw line. No Laker has made more than 2 field goals except for Powell, who's made 5, and he's the only one in double figures, although pretty good balance for the Lakers and the bench. A decent start with 10 points off the bench. 5 for Barnes, 3 for Blake, 2 for Murphy. Let's check in with Mike.
Well, you mentioned Matt Barnes, and Bill, you alluded to this earlier. In the month of April, only 6 of 31 from the field, and this is after he really shot the ball pretty well all of March. But what the Lakers coaches liked is that he attacked the glass and did other things to help the team. He had a 13-rebound game, a 10-rebound game, and 2 7-rebound games. So when his shot wasn't going in, at least he was finding a way to contribute, Bill and Stu.
Yeah, Stu mentioned that a lot the other game when Matt Barnes wasn't scoring, but doing the little things and Mr. Activity. And Kaman, it's a little mid-range jumper, and the lead is now down to 4. Biggest lead was 9. Sessions was left open for a moment. Good ball movement to Ebanks, working one-on-one with Aminu. Creates some space, doesn't finish. Will get it right back after a tip from Bynum. Blocked by Kaman. Rebound Andrew to finish it.
Well, I tell you, Ebanks is very, very active. Sometimes maybe too active. You got to make sure you slow yourself down every once in a while, but his activity that time kept it alive for Andrew to score.
And Lakers are home on Friday against Denver. Hope to see you there. Then a Sunday afternoon with Dallas. So the next couple of home games coming. Hope to see you out at Staples Center. Here's a bounce pass underneath. Good look, good pass, and the easy finish by Bellinelli. Bounce pass from Chris Kaman, who picks up the assist, his first of the night. Underneath, Andrew working. Bit of trouble, and they're going to lose it. That's another turnover for the Lakers. They've turned it over 9 times in the first half to 5 for the Hornets.
And speaking of 9, that Lakers' biggest lead was 9. It could go to 2 on this possession or even fewer.
There's a familiar sight. Landry getting the ball in a possession. Falling on his wallet was Blake, and they hit a 3 from the outside. Vasquez.
Just like I said, 2 or even fewer, so it's down to 1.
Lakers gave up 14 threes against Phoenix. 48%. 10-2 New Orleans run. Other end, no. Andrews got it. Wrestling with Kaman. Still underneath. No whistle. Bynum still working. Still no whistle. You know that lead? Lakers can lose it.
Well, Andrew, I guess, felt that he got fouled on one end, so he made sure the officials were going to blow the whistle. Goes down and wraps up. Vasquez is Andrew inside, has the ball. Thought he got fouled there, gets it back, throws it up, no whistle. Then went down the other way as Vasquez was dribbling it. Andrew just comes over and wraps him up.
That is a frustration foul, Andrew Bynum. 42-41. The crowd let him have it. Here's Vasquez. Under a minute to play. Vasquez, floater, no. Andrew and Kaman were battling for it, so Sessions comes out with it. Blake. Posting Bynum. A little upset right now. Let's see how he handles it. Andrew's going to go and shoot an air ball. Coming up at the half, matter of moments, Jim and James, Jim Hill, James Worthy, Jack at the half. And we get their thoughts here on this first half. Lakers trying to win this middle game of the 3-game swing before they go to San Antonio. Vasquez attacking, aggressive kick, Kaman. He doesn't settle. Andrew swiped at him, but Kaman scored anyway, and the Lakers trail 43-42. Just 5 seconds, spinning Sessions. Powell for the lead at the half. Yes! So the Lakers regain it on that shot from Powell after a nice penetrating dish from Ramon Sessions.
The Lakers went through that 1-2 minute stretch there to end the half where they weren't productive, and that 9-point lead went away in a hurry. And then to end the half, it's Powell with the long jumper to give them a 1-point advantage.
A 12-4 run to end the half for New Orleans. But they trail it to the Lakers 44-43. And that's our score at the half. Let's go back to Southern California and the studio. Jim Hill, James Worthy for Jack at the half. Fellas.
All right, Bill, Stu, thank you very much. I'm Jim Hill along with Big Game James Worthy. The Lakers with a 1-point lead. They're playing without Kobe Bryant, trying to take advantage of New Orleans. It's missing a lot of their players. But right at the end of the first half, frustration for Andrew again.
Yeah, you know, Jim, it seems to continue. You know, anything that sets him off, he's got to learn to keep his cool. He felt like he didn't get fouled.
Take a look at how this one unfolded live right here on KCAL 9. Kobe Bryant once again out with that shin problem. And James, this could be a thing that can last for a little while now.
One of those unpredictable things, Jim. It's in the shin, and we never know how that's going to respond to treatment.
Meanwhile, Pau Gasol comes out and hits 3 of 4 in the first, and the Lakers up now 21-19. We go to the second quarter. The Lakers led by as many as 9 points, but the Hornets go on a 12-2 run of their own.
Well, you know, Jim, they're a team that's on the demise, but they're still professionals, and they're playing well at home tonight against the Lakers as Pau knocks down the deuce.
Pau Gasol had 15 points in the first half. The Lakers lead by a score of 44-43. Andrew Bynum, 7 points, 5 rebounds. Pau Gasol, 15 points, 5 rebounds. But once again, talking about Andrew, I think that word is starting to spread around the league. If you verbally attack him, you can frustrate him.
Absolutely. That's part of his opponent's strategy. Just keep nagging at him. Eventually, he's going to blow up, and that's what happened. He didn't get the call he thought he deserved, so he came down and made a blatant, obvious foul just to try to get the referee's attention. They already look at Andrew as kind of a negative, so he's not going to get the calls. He needs to just relax and play.
So without Kobe Bryant, the Lakers have a 1-point lead. Stay right where you are. James and I will be right back on this edition of Jack of the Half right here on KCAL 9.
He likes to take it to Andrew Bynum. Andrew does a good job of containing the area, but when you take a look at Landry here, you're going to have Ebanks is going to come up and take Landry. Now, as soon as the ball's in the air, Andrew Bynum's got to be the next guy. He's got to get his body over there. Instead, he sees him, and he tries to take advantage of his height. Sometimes that doesn't always work. You have to move your body to the position that you have to defend. Pau Gasol being defended on the low post, but he doesn't give up. Instead of getting the ball in the low post, Jim, he comes up and sets a pick. And when he sets the pick, his man helps out. Now, normally you go to the bucket, but you see the congestion in the paint. Pau pops back. A little step back move there. Reading the offense, doing a pretty good job without Kobe trying to go to their big people inside. Still not enough from the bench, but they are utilizing their size inside the pair. I think about a week ago they were in Los Angeles, and they played fairly well. So, you know, even though they're on the bottom, they're still playing well against the Lakers tonight.
That's going to do it for this edition of Jack of the Half. Bill McDonald, Stu Lance standing by with second half action from New Orleans. Big Game James and myself will be right back after this and for another edition of the LTD postgame show. We'll see you then. Lakers leading by 1 down in New Orleans. Enjoy the second half, everybody.
It's a couple of weeks away. Stu is alongside. First of all, defensively, decent job by the Lakers, except for no response to that isolation of Carl Landry. And offensively, a lot of Pau Gasol doing some good things.
Yeah, the Lakers played just okay in that first half. They had a lot of breakdowns with their focus, and that's why they blew a 9-point lead. Then they were turning the ball over way too much. But offensively, they were going through Pau, and Pau was responding, making 50% of his shots from the field, 6 out of 12, en route to 15 points, which is a game high at this point, including the 2 at the end of the half that gives them the 1-point lead. For the Hornets, 2 players had 12. Carl Landry, you talked about, and Chris Kaman. Chris Kaman made 5 out of 8 from the field, including his, what he likes to call his go-to move, and that's the face-up jumper. But he also has moves toward the basket and moves in the post. The Lakers shot 43%. The Hornets shot 44%. But I think those bench points were pretty even, but the turnovers were the difference. 9 turnovers for the Lakers that led to 12 points, only 5 for the Hornets. that led to 4. Let's go over the sideline to Mike Trudell and find out what he's learned from the coaching staff. Mike?
All right, Stu, we spent a little time talking to Darvin Ham as Chuck Person pushes me on the right, but to talk to Darvin Ham, maybe he's jealous. Talking to Darvin about Andrew Bynum and double teams. That was something that's a little bit of a problem in the first half. In part, they're coming so quickly because Kobe Bryant's not on the floor, so they're almost literally immediately leaving Ebanks and throwing another body in Bynum's face. So there are a couple things that he can do better. One of the things you pointed out, Stu, in the first half, one is just get the ball out quicker. If he gets it out in the perimeter, then he can repost with better position. But the other thing, it's not just Andrew here, it's also that teammates aren't getting to their spots around the perimeter quickly enough so that when Bynum does get doubled, if the guy's not in the spot yet, Stu, then he can't get him the ball. So it's a bit of everything. Bynum getting it out quicker, teammates coming around it there, and that's one thing that we should watch for in this second half, Bill and Stu.
Well, it's something that they should be well aware of by now because Andrew is seeing a lot of double teams, and he's going to see them throughout the rest of his career.
And probably a lot of what Kobe was reminding him about when they were talking right before Andrew took the floor. Good to see that. The exchange, the chemistry between the veteran and the big man. But Smith follows up as he gets his own offensive glass, and New Orleans has the lead to start the second half. Smith averages nearly 10 points a game. Had a double-double the last time these two teams met back in Los Angeles. Bynum. Double didn't come quick, so they're going to try to get it right back to him. They do off of his shoulder, but it's woefully short. Bellinelli will control.
Yeah, once he got Kaman out of position, I thought he was going to attack the rim more.
Vasquez has made 2 field goals. Now Kaman does a lot of his damage right around the mid-range game. Will pull up and shoot. Powell leaning on him. Still leaning. Kaman up under, and Powell held his ground, and there was no whistle.
Very easily could have been a whistle.
Yeah.
As Powell was all over the right shoulder of Chris Kaman, but they're letting the bigs play a little bit in the post, and I like that.
Lamont Sessions, 2 assists, 6 points. Missed his only 3-pointer in the first half. He reposts it right back to Andrew. Underneath with the sweeping left-handed hook, and the big fella's got a basket.
Well, see, if he goes quick on some of the reposts, then the double team can't get back to him in time. But